Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stream. Welcome to Coding Ninjas. It's been a while since I have streamed for the channel, and I welcome you all to the stream. Today, we are going to discuss how to get better at DSA within 2 months. So, let's see. First of all, I welcome you all to the stream. So, I would just like to interact with you guys. It's going to be a very interactive session. So, please hit the like button and keep interacting with me in the chat. So to start with it, I would recommend you guys to just write a hi in the chat. If you can just write a hi up there, I would love to see who all are there watching the stream. Okay. So we already had people who were asking doubts. What is DSA? Which language is best for DSA? What topic in DSA? And okay, so a lot of people have already asked questions. I'm going to be clearing all your doubts and we'll be discussing all the points out there. But before that, I would just want to see who all are there. So just write a hi in the chat, guys. Come on, make it fast and just write a hi in the chat so that I know who all are there and I can interact with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to wait for 2 minutes and then we'll start our stream. Okay. So let's see the first question on what is DSA, meaning the person wants to know what DSA actually is. Why do we actually need DSA and all that? So DSA is basically data structures and algorithms. Okay. So data structures and algorithms is, we can say, the key part of our computer science engineering. Okay, so whenever you're going for IT companies, whenever you're going for your placements, the first thing you need to learn is DSA. Why? Because data structures and algorithms is the first thing they ask. Problems based on data structures and algorithms is coming to you guys on your screens in the online assessment for sure. Okay, so no matter what company it is, they will be asking you minimum of 2 questions for data structures and algorithms in your online assessment. Okay, so basically what happens is that when you sit for placements, data structures and algorithms is something people start doing in the final year, which is a little too late to start it, because I recommend people to do it at least by their third year. Okay, so third year tak khatam kar lena chahiye DSA, taki in your fourth year you can easily sit for placements, you'll be a little free. Okay, so we have 39 people watching. Can we hit the like button together? We can reach 50 likes on our stream. And also, I want, since everybody has joined now, I want everybody to write a hi in the chat because I want to see who all are there. So please write a hi in the chat, and you can share this the link of the stream with your friends also, so that they can also join and have fun knowing how to complete DSA or how to get better with DSA in 2 months. Okay. Okay, so we have Saksham, Anurag, Rahul, Aryan. Development versus DSA, what is more important? I'll be answering this. Prabhat. Okay, I'll have a lot of people out there in the stream. Nice. Okay, so this is what DSA is. This is what we actually have. Now, talking about how much time do we need to learn DSA? Because right now we are not talking about how to learn DSA in 2 months. We are talking about how to get better with DSA in 2 months. Correct? So we need to get better with the thing. We are already done with DSA, but we are not good at it. So we have 2 months, how to get better with it. That's what we're going to discuss in the 45-minute stream of today, or a 40-minute stream of today. Okay. So, okay, moving on. Basically, people tend to take approximately 6 months to at least get a hand on DSA and start solving problems on lead code, right? तो बेसिकली हम क्या करते हैं, हम बेसिकली एक लैंग्वेज चूज करते हैं, मे इट बी C++, जावा, पाइथन, एनी वन ऑफ देम. सो आई रिकमेंड C++, बाकी लोग जावा भी करते हैं, कुछ लोग पाइथन भी करते हैं. ठीक है, सो जावा, पाइथन, C++, we choose one of them and we start learning the basics or the fundamentals of the language. Correct? तो हमने क्या किया, हमने बेसिक्स कर लिया लैंग्वेज का. बेसिक्स करने के बाद द सेकंड स्टेप दैट वी रीच ऑन आफ्टर डूइंग द बेसिक्स is the data structures and algorithms. Correct? So when you talk about data structures and algorithms, it has different topics, a lot of topics out there, but we choose specific topics which are actually asked in companies. Okay? And what we do is we start solving those. We start learning those topics first of all before even going to the questions, before even looking at the questions, what type of questions are coming for us, right? So जब आप एक बार वो कंप्लीट कर लेते हो, once you learn all the topics like arrays, linked list, stacks, etc., stacks, queues, hash map, dp, bit manipulation, etc., etc., all of these topics, once you're done with, you start solving questions. Okay, so there are two approaches in which people complete DSA. The first approach is that people do the entire theory part first, they learn the entire concept first, and then they solve questions. The second way of completing DSA is that you learn one topic, you study arrays, and then you solve array questions. Then you study hash map, you solve hash map questions. You study linked list, you solve that question. ठीक है? तो बेसिकली ये दो वेज होते हैं जिसमें लोग जनरली टेंड टू कंप्लीट दैट DSA. Okay, so that's how people deal with it, and it takes a minimum amount of 6 months, I guess. That's what I've heard from maximum people. Everybody has a different pace of learning. Somebody do it in 2 months, somebody does it in maybe 3 months, somebody does it in 6 months. So everybody takes their own time, and it's good because data structures and algorithms is really important. So मैं यही recommend करता हूँ कि go on your pace. जिस पेस पे आपको समझ आ रहा है उसी पेस पे उस चीज को कंप्लीट करो, right? Okay, now let me just have a look at the chat first. Okay, so it is very difficult to learn DS in just 2 months. I'm not saying we're gonna, that's what I cleared out in the starting of the stream start hone se pehle hi maine ye baat boli hai, before I started talking about DSA, that this stream is not going to guide you how to complete DSA in 2 months. This stream is going to guide you a 2-month technique in which you can get better with DSA. ठीक है? इसका मतलब हमें DSA आता है, we are just going to get better with it. ठीक है? चलो जी, 57 people watching, hit the like button please. We can reach 50 likes easily on our stream. Moving on, sir, what to do when we take any one DSA question, we think about logic but we can't implement what we do? Okay, again, basically DSA हमें आता है, we know DSA, we pick a question and we are not able to solve it, or we are not able to implement the logic that we have in our mind, right? We know कि हाँ ये stacks लगाऊंगा तो solve हो जाएगा. We know that I use arrays and I'll solve it, but how to implement it? This is what we are going to do in that 2-month span. 60 days we are going to invest, and in 60 days we are going to get better with logic, better with implementation, because DSA is all about implementing your logic as a part of code to solve your problem, correct? Okay, next, Python language of God. Okay, why is there no course for DSA in JS? Because DSA in JS is like a very handful of people come up solving data structures and algorithms using JavaScript. I guess that's why people generally don't make courses on them. Best way to complete DSA? Yeah, Sudhanshu, I just told you how to, I gave you 2 techniques in which you can complete DSA, but then after you complete that, how to get better with it. Okay, so how to get better with it, आगे चलते हैं. So basically, once you're done with DSA, I would recommend that if, no matter how you're going through, which approach you're taking to complete your DSA, may it be solving the questions of the topic that you have learned, or doing all the topics and solving all the questions together, no matter what approach you're taking, I would recommend that once you are done solving your DSA questions, once you're done completing your logic part for DSA, once you're done completing your theory, I would recommend in these 60 days, for the first 15 days, you revise everything. Because DSA is not small, okay? There's a saying that DSA never ends. Nobody can complete DSA, that's what people say, because it's a never ending process. ठीक है? हर चीज, हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ नया प्रॉब्लम आता ही रहता है, right? So it never ends. You'll always have something new to learn in DSA once you start your journey of learning. Okay, so I would recommend for the first 15 days, just completely revise what you have learned, because these 15 days will give you a recap of everything that you went through in the past 6 months. Okay, because generally when we watch a series on Netflix, let's take an example. We watch a series on Netflix. How do we shift to the second season? Okay, say you saw the first season today. After 6 months, you'll get another season. So every time you get a new season of a series, you get a recap in the start, right? They take approximately 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to give you a recap on what you saw in the first season. That's what we are going to do here. This is our second season of DSA, these 60 days. We have done our first season of DS in 6 months. Now we are going to use 60 days to complete the second season. And this second season, we'll have the first 10 to 15 days for revision or a recap so that we can get through with it. Okay. Moving forward. One second. Sir, how? Okay. What are the best courses online for DSA? Mohit, I don't want to sound as if I'm sponsoring or I'm doing a paid promotion, but Coding Ninja's course is really nice for DSA because the way not only for DSA but for foundation also, but because the way they have structured their course, the way they implement their course structure towards the student, the way they give you step by step learning process, it's really nice. So I would recommend go for Coding Ninjas. If you still find something better, you can go for it. Which language to choose in DSA? I would recommend C++, but if you also want to go for Java, you can go for that as well. Okay? Java versus C++, there's no verses in between. People who like Java go for Java, people who like C++ go for C++. Okay. Okay. So now what happens in the first 10 to 15 days, once you're done revising, there are a lot of sheets out there. Okay? Every person who's out there being a programming influencer or being a mentor or being a YouTuber, we can say they make their own DSA sheets. Okay, we have a lot of people out there, so I would recommend that you can search for good DSA sheets. Like I personally did the Striver DSA sheet. Okay, I've completed the Striver DSA sheet, but and it's spectacular. Not gonna lie, it's like वो sheet जिस हिसाब से आपको questions देती है, it's the best. ठीक है? So what we have to do is, if you want, you can pick that sheet also. It has approximately 185 questions, I guess. So what happens is that उसमें topic wise questions है. ठीक है? So in the first 15 days, we are going to revise. In the next 45 days, okay, in the next 45 days, we are going to practice. ठीक है? We'll pick arrays for day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, for an example, you're not good at arrays. We'll give 3 days out of 45, or we'll give 5 days out of 45. But you're good with linked list. Okay, you're good with DP. So we'll give 2 days to linked list, 2 days to DP. Some people are not good with DP. DP is a little difficult. So people give more days to DP. So out of 45, you'll give 7 days to DP, 5 days to arrays, 2 days to bit manipulation, 3 days to graph. So something like that. Okay. And one more thing which I learned from a friend is that when you're preparing for placements, as it is, if you're giving a 60-day target, means you're really near to your placements. So you know which companies you're going to sit for the coming 2 months, you know. Okay. We are going to go and we are going to Google the name of the company and the questions asked in the interview. ठीक है? तो सबसे पहले क्या करना है? For the first 15 days, once you complete your revision, you're going to go and you're going to Google that, say Amazon. You're sitting for Amazon. Okay. So Amazon interview questions, Amazon lead code questions, anything like that. Once you do that, or you can go to Code Studio. In Code Studio, it's a platform for practicing your coding questions or your DSA questions. You can get company wise questions. Okay, so you can go there and search Amazon interview questions, Code Studio, something like that. And once you're done doing that, what we're going to do, we're going to get those questions and we're going to solve those questions. So you're not going to do bulk questions. You're not going to do 500 questions. We're going to do 100 questions in a smart way, wherein we prepare for a specific company. Say you have your interview for Amazon in the next 15 days. For the next 15 days, you're going to solve the questions which you have coming up in the future. जो questions तुम्हारी कंपनी देने वाली है, जो questions उस कंपनी में जनरली पूछे जाते हैं, हम वही सॉल्व करेंगे. ठीक है? ओके, वन सेकेंड, लेट मी जस्ट रीड द चैट. जावास्क्रिप्ट के साथ डीएसए कर सकते हैं? हाँ, जावास्क्रिप्ट के साथ. हाउ टू कॉन्कर STL and collections. Okay, you're going a little technical. How many problems do we need to do for each topic? Manoj, you don't have a specific number of क्या बोलते हैं problems. You can do as much as problems as you want until and unless you're satisfied that you know the topic. तब तक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करो जब तक आपको ये नहीं लगता कि आप प्रॉब्लम्स सॉल्व कर चुके हो. ठीक है. ओके. नेक्स्ट इज how many questions are enough for a fresher to get hired? Again, same question. There's no amount of questions out there. You can solve as many questions as you want until and unless you're satisfied. Okay, so I can see some people in the chat who are not able to understand the motive of this stream. Again, I would like to repeat myself that this stream is not going to teach you how to solve or how to learn DSA in 2 months. I know Coding Ninjas gives 6 months. We are not here to discuss how to complete DSA in 2 months. We are here to discuss how to get better at DSA in 6 months. So before we start typing in the chat, I would recommend just read the title of the stream and then you can start typing in the chat. Okay. Moving forward, JavaScript के साथ DSA. हाँ, I've answered this question. Is mathematics important for DSA? Okay. I have good DSA skills but haven't done any internship. Can I get placed in a product-based company? Yes, Arjun. Again, one thing which is a real myth that if you don't have good internships in your resume, you can't get selected for a product-based company. But again, I've seen a lot of articles. I've spoken to a lot of people. I have also gone through a lot of blogs that people who did not have any internship in their what do you call people who did not have any internship in their resume, they also got selected for Amazon or Facebook or Netflix or Google. Okay, so it's not important to always, like, I won't say it's not important. People generally do it just because their resume gets better. But if you're really good at programming, if you're really good at the tech stack that you're giving in your resume, you will get in the company. Okay, so experience counts, but if you don't have it, it doesn't mean you don't have any chance of getting in a product based company. You can still get in a product based company, but you just have to be really good with your programming. Okay. I'm a B.Tech first year student joining college this year. Should I learn DSA in first year? If you have completed your foundation, if you have completed your basics or fundamentals of your specific coding language, then you can go for DSA, or else in the first year, you can complete your fundamentals properly and then go for your DSA. Okay. Yeah, maths is also used out there sometimes, but we can't consider it to be a very, very important part. But yes, again, it's more of logic, guys. Okay, so we've been learning the amount of maths that we have learned in our college and school is enough. We don't have to go and solve different mathematics questions out there to get our DSA better. That has no connection. But yeah, general mathematics you have to be good with. Can we get a job just by learning DSA? Yeah, obviously, like, if it's not about just by learning DSA, but if I talk about say Amazon, we talk about the interview process about Amazon, or we can say JP Morgan. It came to my college this sem, so I really know that, yeah, in the current 2022 recruitment drive, what is going to happen. So what happens is that they basically give you a DSA question in the start. You have an online assessment, so you have a few MCQs, you have a few what do you call MCQs are there. Then you have DSA questions. After that, you have a on-call interview. In the on-call interview, also they ask you DSA questions only. And after that, JP Morgan held a hackathon out there. So everybody has a different way of recruiting people, but DSA is the major thing, which major part or the major role playing element out there. Okay. If non-CS student did DSA and some web development, yeah. Rohit, if you're applying for off campus, I'm not sure, but yeah, if you're applying for on campus and your campus allows you to sit in a placement for IT companies, you can easily go for that. But if you're people do not allow you to do that, then I'm not sure if you will be able to do that. Okay. Moving forward, yeah, can we use C again? All your call. You can use C, but I would still recommend to go for C++. Which one should I learn first, Java or C? Sam, C. If you want to go for C++ or Java, that C or Java, I would recommend go for Java, because people have a myth that you have to learn C to learn C++. That's not something valid now. You can directly start with C++ also. So you can directly start with Java. It's not compulsory to learn C before even starting for any coding language. Okay. What makes you credible enough to tell all this? I saw your LinkedIn. You are also a student. Yeah, I am a student who has been who got placed in his third year itself. I got placed in my third year itself on a package of 14 LPA, and I've been working since then. And I'm a mentor. I've mentored 45,000 plus students till date, and I've been mentoring people for the last 1.5 year. So I guess that's more than enough for making me credible to do all this. And yeah, I have also worked in one of the big fours. That is one of the you know, four largest companies in the world for accounting. I have been a part of EY as well. So yeah, that makes me credible enough because I have cleared interviews. Moving forward, only coding ninjas course is enough for cracking product based? No, after coding ninjas course you have to do practice. Okay, so see, I'll tell you what it's a very simple theory. When we used to be in class 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, we used to go for classes. We used to go for tuitions. A lot of people used to go for tuitions, or we used to just go to school. So if you just say that, you know, the class that we go to, the tuitions or the academies that we go to, or just the school that we go to are enough for getting good marks in, you know, your board exams, we used to say no, because after coming home you had to do a little more practice. We used to do more practice at home. So you have to complete your course, but after that practice is also important. It plays a very major role out there. Two offers, Amazon, Cisco. I would recommend Amazon because I think I have heard from a lot of friends who work in Amazon that they have a really, really nice, you know, work experience out there. Okay. Any suggestions for BCA student? No, I'm not sure if I'll be able to suggest anything for you. Java, good start. Again in college, the issue is I learned C++, Python in school. Good to start again in college. The issue is I learned C++, Java, Python in school. Then you can go for Java if you've already learned Java in school. How to make logic? One second. How to make logic in DSA question? You'll get that by practice. How to build logic in coding for non-CS background? Again, if you take the fundamentals course for any from any company, or you start learning the fundamentals of a programming language, I guess you can easily go and start, you know, getting your logic built up. I'm not a student currently learning web development. I have completed HTML and CSS, currently learning JavaScript. After learning web dev, should I go for DSA? And if yes, should I learn in C++? And yeah. So after learning web dev, Gaurav, I would recommend you can go learn C++ first. After doing the basics, then go to DSA. Okay. I'm a third year and learn Java and now starting DSA. Am I late? No, you're not late. It's enough. You can easily do it in the next time. By the next time, you'll be done with your DSA, and then you can see easily go for your placements. I want to do backend development. So can you suggest me what to choose between Python and Java? I guess then you should go for Python. Suggestions for embedded software? No suggestions out there. I am a third year. Okay, I solved this stuff. Do we have to code again for revision, or just reading will be enough? Again, Pushkar, all your call. How you like to revise your stuff? If you like reading your, you know, if you just like reading your notes, that's enough for you. Then you can revise through that, or you can go for something else. What is JP Morgan? It's a company out there who takes placements in my college. Although I am not appearing for placements this year, as I will be going to the United Kingdom for my masters. That's why I'm not sitting for placements, and that's why I am not, you know, working as an intern anywhere right now. And I'm totally into coding ninjas for mentoring people. So that's all I know about JP Morgan. I have a good rating at Lead Code and GFG, but haven't solved any questions on Code Chef or Code Forces with no internship. Is it possible to crack product based? I guess if you have a good rating on Lead Code and GFG, you really are good with DSA, and then you can easily crack the OA and the on call interview. Rest, the theoretical part, OS, networking, and all that you have to learn. Yeah, you can learn like, yeah, you can learn DSA while doing a job. Should I do DSA or web dev? I guess if you are going for a product base, you should do both. Yeah. I guess yeah, HTML, CSS, JavaScript is enough for an internship in front end only if they do not ask you DSA questions in the interview. If you're applying for a company and they do not ask you questions for your in your interview, you can, I guess that's more than enough. So before appearing for the interview, you just have a look on what their interview process is. Is BSc enough? I'm not sure about that. Okay. I'm not good in logic building. Can you suggest me DSA course? How many months you can do? If you're not good with logic building, you can go for Coding Ninja's DSA course. Okay. And Coding Ninja's DSA course would be for 6 months. So you can easily get through that. I'm in fourth year. Is it late to start? No, it's see, if you're already in your fourth year, अगर आप already fourth year में पहुंच चुके हो, तो अब शुरू तो करना ही पड़ेगा. So if you get demotivated by thinking कि मैं थोड़ा late हो गया हूँ, उससे कुछ नहीं होगा. You should be a little, you should buck up a little. You have less time, तो थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी कर लो, so that you can sit for placements pretty soon. You're welcome, Gaurav. How to be best at DSA? Which platform to follow to get more better? Um, how to get better at DSA is practice. Which platform to follow? I guess Code Studio, Lead Code, more than enough. Nothing more than that. I know basic concepts. Is DSA required for Android development? No. If you're doing Android development using Flutter, no DSA is required. I used to code in Flutter, so yeah. ओके आई नो बेसिक्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ डीएसए बट मीडियम क्वेश्चंस नहीं होते एंड कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं बन रही है पार्थ कंसिस्टेंसी टारगेट सेट करने से बनेगी सो यू हैव टू सेट टारगेट्स एक टारगेट सेट करो कि एक हफ्ते में इतने क्वेश्चंस करने ही हैं एंड मीडियम क्वेश्चंस इसलिए नहीं बन रहे बिकॉज यू आर नॉट वेरी गुड विद द इजी वंस तो अगर 10 सी अगेन one more thing which I forgot to tell you that always solve questions in the pyramid format okay the way that we have a triangle okay so if you see a triangle the base is really broad and a thinner uh, upper part is there and the thinnest is the top right so talking about the thick base part we have to solve a lot of easy questions ठीक है बेस स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए इजी क्वेश्चन ज्यादा करने चाहिए उससे ऊपर जाते हैं तो वी हैव टू सॉल्व अ लिटिल लेस नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस बट मीडियम क्वेश्चंस और मीडियम क्वेश्चन से ऊपर जाना है तो हार्ड क्वेश्चंस करने हैं बट वो मीडियम क्वेश्चन से थोड़े कम सो इफ यू आर सॉल्विंग 10 easy solve 7 medium and 5 hard or else 10 easy 7 medium 3 hard 4 hard something like that you can get the ratio okay you can decide your own number ठीक है okay done non CS student did good enough TSS okay a lot of people are writing guys hit the like button we can easily touch 100 likes on our stream today that would really help me get motivated to come along with another good topic for you guys so hit the like button I have done my DSA in C language is there any problem if I prefer C no it's I don't think it's a problem but again depends on the company you're sitting for what if the company doesn't accept C I don't think ऐसा भी होता है but still we should keep a look रोड मैप फॉर डीएसए आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड इन द स्ट्रीम थोड़ा सा रिवर्स रिवाइंड करके देख लेना समझ आ जाएगा सर आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन डेटा एनालिटिक्स कैन आई स्विच कंपनीज विदाउट नॉलेज ऑफ डीएसए या डेटा एनालिटिक्स आई वर्कड एज अ डेटा एनालिस्ट इन ईवाई सो डेटा एनालिसिस में डीएसए नहीं चाहिए होता है एंड बट आई हैड इन माय इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस आई हैड डीएसए in the first round I had 5 rounds of interviews in EY So the first round was a DSA round. So I would recommend कि DSA सीख के ही जाओ data analytics में. अंदर कंपनी में जाने के बाद नहीं चाहिए होगा, but before going to the company you will require that. DSA again, see guys, it's not required for game development, not required for data analytics, but for going into the company you have to clear the interview जिसमें DSA पूछा जाता है. ठीक है? Is it necessary to learn front end before learning Flutter? No. Flutter is a language which you can start from scratch and directly start building apps. It's a really nice language. I always recommend people Flutter app development over web development anytime. DSA versus full stack, which is the best option? I guess depends on your taste. What do you like more? Do you like DSA or do you like problem solving or building more? Again, all your call. My third year will start from August and I covered DSA till graph. DP is left, but I need to, okay, 1 second. But I need to practice as I'm done. Yeah, 3 months. Again, see, guys, it's not that 3 months enough honge ya nahi, 6 months enough honge ya nahi. It's all on you. How much you can, come up with time. The more you can manage time together and how the more time you devote towards DSA, उतना कम time तुम्हारे को खत्म करने में लगेगा. Simple. ठीक है? I'm doing DSA and ML both at the same time. Is it okay? Yeah, it's completely fine. I am doing today. I solved DSA questions, but after that, I'm also learning cybersecurity and artificial intelligence as I'm doing my masters in both of them. Okay, so I'll be traveling abroad and doing my masters in cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. But today, I too solved DSA questions, just because I think after my masters, if I go to an interview and they ask me DSA, I should know it properly. Okay. Moving forward, okay, yeah, easy हो रहा है सर, but arrays के सारे top solutions has map और set करके रहता हूँ. Okay, I had no question over here. Okay, I'm in BSA second sem currently and started learning HTML for web dev. Will learn DSA in third sem. Am I on the right track? Yeah, you're doing completely fine as you have 4 semesters in BSA by the BCA. So by the fourth semester, I guess you'll be all set for companies. Manjot Singh, I'm not going to be discussing the DSA topics. I'll be doing a different stream for that. So we'll discuss the topics in that. Harsh, I don't think you'll be able to do anything about the percentage now. So the companies which allow you to go for go for your placement, which has less than 60% availability, like the person who has less than 60%, they can also go there. You can apply for that. Okay, I would not like to do DSA, but love to create the React website. Samyak, you will require DSA at the end of the day for your placement, so I would recommend thoda bahut to padh hi lo. ठीक है? Vue and React, which framework? I'm not going to talk about web dev right now or Vue or React right now or any other development out there because we are talking about DSA. I'm a third year student and taken DSA course of Code Ninjas, but I'm not very good at slow. So I'm afraid because we are having placements next year. Any advice? It's okay to be slow, but if you're slow, be sure that you do it in a way that you completely are good by the fourth year. Slow करो, लेकिन remember कि even after being slow, हमारे को इतना ध्यान रखना है कि placement अच्छी लगनी चाहिए. ठीक है? Slow होने से फर्क नहीं पड़ता, फर्क पड़ता है placement लगने से. Okay. DSA required for Android development using Kotlin. Again, answered the question before. DSA and Android development are totally two different roads. You have to go through both the roads for a placement. Bhaiya, how and what projects shall I do? Projects की भी बात नहीं करेंगे. Again, I'll be doing different streams for different things. Ask me DSA questions, I'll answer them all. Doing DSA in Python. Again, Rahul Sood, your call. You can do it in Python if you're really good at it. Okay, what is the best college BCA? Again, not talking about colleges out here. I'm a second year student. I've learned CPP and now I am learning DSA. What should I? So, what should be the best thing to keep in mind? And how do I start learning DSA? DSA, RN, you can start learning DSA by taking a course. And one thing which you have to keep in mind is that by the fifth semester, you have to complete your data structures and algorithms. ठीक है, तो by the fifth semester complete your data structures and algorithms. ये चार, मतलब ये दो तीन चीजें दिमाग में रखनी चाहिए. ठीक है. How much DSA is must for placements? It's like you don't have to be, just a god in DSA, but yeah, above average DSA would get you a 10 lakh 12 lakh package easily. Like in my college, people easily get a 12 lakh 16 lakh package easily, but depends on campus to campus. What after fifth semester aren't complete practice. From your sixth to your eighth semester, complete practice and placements. I didn't touch DSA after November. What should I do? Now my placement is starting. Manish, okay. You can start by solving questions. 15 days revision, 45 days solving questions, easy. How much DSA needed for competitive programming? Okay, again, not going to talk about competitive programming right now, but yeah, we really need DSA for that. I'm not able to build logic, and sometime easy question also I'm finding very hard. Again, Sagar, proper practice is not there in your schedule. That's why you're not able to get your logic on track. So I would recommend कि logic development is must. तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा questions practice करो. Okay, Rakshit, I guess 6 months would be enough for you. 6 months, you can easily complete your DSA. If you're in your seventh sem, by the end of your seventh semester, you can easily get your DSA done. Again, you have to be a little good at time management and you have to give a lot of time to DSA. You should not skip any topic in DSA. कोई भी topic को skip करके आगे मत जाया करो, हर topic complete करो. ठीक है. People who are asking about slab बहुत सही है अनिरुद्ध. इफ यू डू बोथ द शीट्स तो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है, और दोनों में से किसी एक की शीट भी कर लोगे तो बहुत है. बिकॉज लव बबल शीट आई हैव नॉट सॉल्व, बट स्ट्राइवर बीइंग अ फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन has gave me he gave me the sheet, so I guess I really like his sheet, not because he's a friend of mine, but because I really admire the way he has put up all the questions. Should I participate in contest after course or doing side by side while learning DSA? Both of the things would be good. If you participate in contest side by side, you will get to know how much you're learning. ठीक है. How much DSA should I know before getting? Again यार ऐसा कुछ वो नहीं होता है. How much DSA you have to solve? DSA company based भी कर सकते हो. You can Google out इस company में कौन से questions पूछे जाते हैं, and you can do that. अगर साइबर की शीट में सारे टॉपिक्स कर लिए तो लव बबर की शीट कर लो. It'll be more than enough. How to revise DSA in short time? Again, today we have discussed that only, Shivanshu. 15 days of revision, 45 days of practice, 60 days is more than enough. Top 5. Okay, this is a different stream out there which I have in the coming month, so I won't be discussing that right now. Which language would be better for DSA? C++, I would recommend. Book for DSA, I have never learned DSA by a book. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Which one is best for me? Full stack development or data science? Because I have 4-year education gap. I don't think I'll be able to answer that question. I'm a pre-final year student. Am I late for that? No. You're not late. Pre-final year में बहुत सारे लोग start करते हैं. Guys, also if I'm missing a few messages, you can just type them again, because there are a lot of people typing. We have approximately 90 to 100 people typing at the same time. So the chat keeps going on. So if I miss it out, just type it out again. ठीक है? But spam मत करो. Best course for DSA, Coding Ninjas. And also if the question is same, अगर मैंने आपका क्वेश्चन ऑलरेडी आंसर कर रखा है तो मैं नहीं आंसर कर रहा हूँ, रिवाइंड करके देख लेना स्ट्रीम को. या प्रणय इजीली 6 months में हो जाता है. हाउ गुड इज द कोर्स ऑफ लव बब्बर? आई एम नॉट, आई हैव नॉट गॉन थ्रू द कोर्स, आई एम नॉट इन अ स्टेट टू कमेंट ऑन दैट. साइट कौन सी बेटर है कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग के लिए? कोड शेफ कर सकते हो, कोड फोर्सेस भी अच्छी है. सर आई मीन 7 से मैकेनिक, हाँ डीएसए कर सकते हो यार, 7 सेम में आराम से डीएसए कर सकते हो. माई एम इज टू गेट बेस्ट इन डीएसए एंड टू बी ए सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर. यू कैन इजीली, मैंने ऑलरेडी बता दिया है पूरा रोड मैप, आप आराम से खत्म कर सकते हो. हाँ लव बब्बर नॉट कोडिंग निंजास, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि मैं लव बब्बर के कोर्स के बारे में नहीं बता सकता बिकॉज आई हैवंट गॉन थ्रू द कोर्स, तो इसलिए मेरे को पता नहीं है. इज जावा नॉट गुड फॉर डीएसए? ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, जावा इज रियली नाइस फॉर डीएसए. डू वी नीड टू मेक नोट्स फॉर डीएसए? इफ यस, बेस्ट वे टू मेक, जैसे जैसे टॉपिक्स पढ़ रहे हो साथ के साथ लिखते चलो एंड राइट द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स विच यू थिंक यू विल फॉरगेट इन अ वाइल. इजी मीडियम, सिर्फ इजी मीडियम इनफ नहीं होते, थोड़े बहुत हार्ड क्वेश्चंस भी कर लेने चाहिए. डीपी वगैरह के हार्ड क्वेश्चंस आ जाते हैं, ग्राफ्स के हार्ड क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं, एरेस के आ जाते हैं कुछ, तो वो कर लेना चाहिए. What are the other skills required along with DSA and Java? I don't think anything else would be required. मतलब obviously networking OS वगैरह, but वो obviously known होता है, तो ऐसा कुछ अलग skill नहीं है जो आपको चाहिए होता है. Development होना चाहिए, OS, networking, etc. etc. Books for logic building, I've never learned from a book. I've always gone through video lectures, so I'm not sure. Which language best for DSA? I recommend C++. You can also go for Java. सर ऑफ कैंपस प्लेसमेंट लेना है, कितना हार्ड है? आई हैव टेकन ऑल माई प्लेसमेंट्स ऑफ कैंपस, मेड बी माई mentorship, मेड बी EY, may be any other company. I've taken everything. I've never taken an on-campus placement because I have not registered for placement in my college as I'm going for my master's to the United Kingdom. Can we master DSA in 3 months from zero? I don't think. If you're really good at giving time, पूरे 3 महीने डिवोट करोगे तो हो सकता है हो जाए, but I would recommend कि आराम से 6 महीने तो लो ताकि अच्छा रहे. Infosys coming in campus, अपने सीनियर्स से पूछो कैसे कैसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं सबसे पहले. That really helps a lot. Always ask your seniors on what questions and how the interview process is. हमेशा पूछ के रखो. I don't have a degree, but if I master DSA, I'm not sure about that. How many language should I learn in 1 year? एक ही लैंग्वेज सीखो पूरे 4 साल की इंजीनियरिंग में, उससे ऊपर कुछ नहीं चाहिए. कोडिंग के लिए एक लैंग्वेज बहुत है. फॉर डीएसए एक लैंग्वेज से ऊपर कुछ मत सीखो. App development, Flutter. I recommend Flutter for app development. How to get off campus? I don't know about websites, but you can go through LinkedIn. That's how I used to get my internships and all. I don't think I would be able to share my DSA notes, but I would try doing something if I can for you guys. Okay. So I guess now I have already answered all the questions, and all the questions are a little repetitive. So the people now who are asking the questions can rewind the stream and watch. I've answered all the questions. मैं already सारे questions answer कर चुका हूँ. ठीक है, तो एक बार stream को rewind करके देखना, सारे doubts clear हो जाएंगे. And I'll be coming live again. I guess I'll be coming live again next week. If I do, you'll get a notification from our channel. So if you can just hit the like button fast, and a roadmap for web development, pretty soon I'll be coming on a stream with that. ठीक है, तो वो भी मैं दे दूंगा. So just hit the like button, guys, and I'll see you in the next stream. Thank you so much for joining up, and thank you for showing so much love on the like button. Thank you so much, guys.